Hey guys, welcome back to another Livin Life Podcast with your hosts, Rick and Jerry. You know what? We need to get some people to come in and sit down with us and enjoy these podcasts with us. What do you think? Eventually? Alright. So we got a couple of great stories for you today. Some crazy, some funny, some out of this world. But yes, we're going to have lots of stories today. So let's get started because we gotta run through this. Wrong screen. Oh, another wrong screen. And here it is. All right. So the first one is I heard this on the radio, but I wanted to confirm myself, so I checked it out. And it says, "Is there a link between dark chocolate and depression?" So a survey-based study looking at chocolate consumption and depression finds that people who eat dark chocolate are less likely to report depressive symptoms. What do these findings mean, and can we trust them? So it says, over the years, chocolate has been a focus of a great deal of research. Thanks to its flavor and texture, chocolate is a popular food. As a result of a large number of people tend to read and share any studies that investigate its potential health benefits. Overall, its high sugar and fat content make chocolate a snack for people to enjoy in moderation. But consumers and experts are keen to find hidden depths to its silky wonder.
I feel like you're reading like an intro to like an Aladdin movie. Like, I'm gonna find this cave of like wondrous chocolate.
Cave of Wonder chocolate. The most recent addition to chocolate's body of research comes from the University of College London, UCL. In the United Kingdom, the UCL team worked in conjunction with scientists from University of Calgary, Alberta Health Services, and Health Services Canada. The title of the UCL press release is "People Who Eat Dark Chocolate Are Less Likely to Be Depressed," which is a bolder header indeed. So it says, so what do you think about that? You think that's true?
I don't know.
I mean, I love dark chocolate. Like, I could eat like one of those 88% chocolate bars. You know, the ones that are like pure chocolate, the super bitter ones. I can eat those. I love those. I don't know what is it. Like, I eat it, even though it's like, some people refer to it like as dirt. Like you're eating dirt. But it's really good. I really like it. Maybe that's why I'm like happy all the time.
Maybe.
And
I don't like dark chocolate.
We don't even want to go into stories of Jerry. I'm just kidding. Jerry does suffer with a little depression, but she seeks help, which is a good thing. She sees a therapist. So if you are having mental issues, depression issues, seek help, because it's really important. And Jerry will attest to this because she seeks help, and ever since she seeked help, she's been getting better, and yeah, which is really good.
Maybe I need to add some dark chocolate.
Maybe you've seen some dark chocolate in there. Anyways.
But I wonder, like,
what is it that makes you...
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's something in the brain. Well, let me continue reading this. Maybe we'll find out.
Oh, there's more.
Yeah, there's more. Globally, depression is a sizable issue. Currently, talking therapies and medication are the most common treatments. As the authors explain, talking therapies are often oversubscribed. So doctors prescribe most people antidepressants. So that's kind of true. Remember that one doctor? We went to see her. It was the first day you've gone to see her. You didn't even tell her what's going on or what's the issue that's troubling you. She didn't figure you out. Yet the first day she's like, "You're gonna have to take antidepressants, or else I'm not gonna continue seeing you."
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
It's like, you don't even know me yet. You're already prescribing things to me.
Yeah.
Like how How are you getting, to that conclusion when you never even talked to me? That when you told me that, I got really upset. I was like, this is like one of those happy doctors that just like prescribe, like the ones that are like people, getting people addicted to like those hardcore drugs.
And then another thing too is that, like, she basically kind of gave me an ultimatum. She gave me an ultimatum of like, okay, well, you either take the medication and I help you, or don't take the medication and go look for help somewhere else.
Exactly. That was pretty messed up.
And I mean, and fortunately that I had a good support system, because if I didn't, who knows,
Mm-hmm. Maybe you go into drugs, or maybe you go into other things.
If I was that type of person,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it go backwards because she set me back. Very, very scary.
Yeah. All right, so it says, however, these medications do not work for everyone. Also, according to the author's current study, about half of the people who receive prescription of these drugs stop taking them within 6 weeks of beginning treatment.
Treatment as in like dark chocolate treatment?
Or no, the pills, like the antidepressants. Finding lifestyle interventions and that can help improve depressive symptoms is a priority. Physical activity appears to be benefits some people with depression, but it does not help everyone. And not everyone is physically able to exercise. And I think that's what's helping you too, is that ever since you got this new job, you're moving more, you're more active. And I think that's also contributing to that you feel better. And not only that, but you're not around our crazy son all day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I mean, what it is about that is just like, you're exercising, so it gets your mind off of it. It gets your endorphins going. Your natural antidepressant. That's an antidepressant within itself naturally, because your body is able to exercise parts of its body that you just kind of, if you stay there, you get depressed.
It says, over the years, other scientists have also turned to dietary interventions to reduce depressive symptoms, with some success. Along these lines, the authors in the last study explained that one commonly consumed foodstuff populated to have mood-enhancing properties is chocolate. So it does have mood-enhancing properties.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's chocolate.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't want to keep into. According to the authors, earlier studies did not account for a wide enough range of variables, and none looked at how the type of chocolate might influence their findings. So in their new study, the scientists controlled a large number of people, or a large number of potentially confounding variables, including weight, height, marital status, education, ethnicity, income, levels of education, smoking, and other health conditions. They also analyzed dark chocolate and non-dark chocolate separately. The scientists took data from the United States National Health Nutritional Examination Survey after excluding individuals who were underweight or had diabetes. So they excluded some people that were, diabetic, and that were underweight or, excessive weight probably. Yeah. They had 13,626 participants aged 20 and older. They assessed depressive symptoms using patient health questionnaire, which is standard diagnostic tool for mental health disorders. So, kind of like how they give you that tablet to fill out. Information regarding chocolate consumption came from 2 24-hour dietary recalls. The team took the first one in face-to-face interview and the second via telephone interview 3 to 10 days later. The important question: overall, 1,332, 11% of the participants reported eating chocolate, and of these, 148 eating dark chocolate. Individuals who ate chocolate were more likely to be non-Hispanic white and higher household income. They were also less likely to smoke or have obesity. After taking into account the relevant variables, the researchers concluded that overall there was no association between chocolate consumption and the reduction of depressive symptoms. However, the story changed when they looked specifically at dark chocolate. The author reports individuals who reported any dark chocolate consumption had 70% lower odds of reporting clinically relevant depressive symptoms. 70%.
I wonder if it's because does dark chocolate have a lot of caffeine in it?
No, but it has a lot of antioxidants compared to, some antioxidants. So maybe something in the brain with the dark chocolate maybe helps out, remove some of the stuff, maybe your endorphins or something like that. I don't know. It says, symptoms than those who did not report any chocolate consumption. They also found that individuals who ate the most chocolate, regardless of its type, were less likely to report clinical relevant depressive symptoms than those who consumed no chocolate. So, if you don't eat chocolate, you're more likely to be depressed. Isn't that crazy? So, if you don't eat chocolate, you're more likely to be depressed. If you eat regular chocolate, you're 11%. Your rates increase 11%, so you're less likely to have depression. And if you have dark chocolate, or if you love dark chocolate, you're 70% less to report any mental depressive state. So it doesn't say factually that it does something to you. It's just saying,
it did for the people that they studied.
I guess, but I mean that they didn't study everybody, but it's a good percentage of people, So I mean, don't go eating dark chocolate, guys, if you don't love it. Thinking you're gonna get cured of depression. If you have depression, or if you have issues like that, seek help.
Call the hotline.
Call hotlines. We'll put the hotline number in our description. So if you are in need of help, you can call the hotline. It's in the U.S. Maybe I'll include the international numbers if we get international viewers, but I don't know. Let's see. So yeah, get help, guys. All right. So this topic lasted 10 minutes actually. So that's pretty cool, right? Dark chocolate. Mm-hmm. And the other one, which is an incredible thing that we can't believe happened, Machete rescues a child trapped in an overturned car, in somewhere. Can you believe that? So Danny Trejo used his machete powers, and he freed this boy from a car. I know, he's Machete. He's the real Machete.
He's the real Machete.
All right, so let's play this little video here.
That's right, David and Alan. Trejo tells me he was just in the right place at the right time. He was actually on his way to get his car worked down the street at Chubby's Automotive when he says he watched a woman go through a red light and to an oncoming car. Now, that car that was smashed into overturned, and inside was a young special needs boy and his grandmother. Trejo says he and another Good Samaritan jumped right into action. The grandmother was pinned in, so firefighters had to get her out. And in the meantime, Trejo and another person pulled that young boy out of the back seat who was trapped in his car seat. He says he works with special needs kids, so he knew he just had to keep the little boy calm.
Oh, that's cool. At least he knows what to do.
He was panicked, and I don't get.
Okay, so first of all, why doesn't he have a shirt on?
What happened to his shirt?
What happened to the shirt? Trejo, what happened to the shirt?
That's his signature.
Yeah, but he had the wife beater on before.
But the little cholita on his chest, that's his trademark.
I guess.
Also, too, the logo on his hat. Because, I mean, look, the dude does it all. Tacos, donuts, burritos, beer, tequila.
Cantinas. He does it all. Machete.
Superhero Machete over here.
All right, let's continue watching.
We have to use our superpowers. And so he screamed, superpowers. And we started like yelling superpowers.
Superpower Machete.
I said, do this, do the muscles. And he's muscles. And so we got kind of like a bond, I guess. He was okay. But I kept facing him away from the accident.
That means he's at least he knows
Trejo
what to
says
do.
he stayed.
Yeah,
With,
but
Trejo
did the
says
boy
he stayed
ever
with the
ask,
young boy until.
"Hey, Mr. Machete, what happened to your shirt?"
I don't know.
The grandmother was pulled out of the car to safety. Incredibly, no one was seriously hurt, but 3 people, all of those passengers from both cars, were taken to the hospital just to be sure that everyone was
that car
okay.
is
He says
trash.
one thing that did surprise him was how many drivers just went around the car accident and didn't stop. He says it never
Well, of
crossed his
course. I mean,
mind.
they
not-
see the superhero himself. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Danny Trejo, but you know,
But that's crazy.
that's
though.
crazy. No, he really is a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was, at the right place at the right time.
Mm-hmm.
I guess all those movies paid off, huh?
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, to all those people that passed up that car and didn't go help,
Shame on you.
Shame. Even if
He was
the
there.
real superhero
Yeah.
Machete was there, you should go help out.
Even if you couldn't help out, at least call 911.
Mhm.
Do something.
But that's cool, man. I hope the little boy's okay. I hope the mom's okay.
The
Seems
grandma.
like they said they were okay, but hope they're good. And yeah, thank you, Danny Trejo, for saving the day.
For being the superhero Machete.
Yeah, for being the machete that you are, Holmes. All right, that's a nice story.
That was.
All right, the next one is this one goes a little darker because of the recent events that happened. The suspected El Paso shooter's dad once sought help to help a gun violence victim. So the dad was going out of his way to help somebody that went through a shooting.
Wasn't his dad like a therapist?
Doesn't say that he was, but it says 11 months before his son was arrested for allegedly. There's no allegedly. He went in there and shot
He did
people.
it. People saw him.
You saw him. You saw video.
Yeah.
Murdering 20 people and injuring scores more with an assault rifle in El Paso, Texas, at a Walmart. John Brian Crucius started a GoFundMe for a musician suffering the consequences of gun violence long after being shot by a stranger who appeared at his door. So the page included a photo of the critically wounded Eric Keys lying in the hospital gurney. John Crucius wrote that Keys had been struck by an overwhelming series of traumatic events. Crucius reported a mentally ill person showed up unannounced at Eric's door in Denton, Texas, and told Eric he was a fan of his music. He pulled a gun and shot Eric from short range. The bullet piercing his chest, breaking 3 ribs, missing his heart by 1 millimeter. It's crazy. And finally lodged in his left arm. He suffered a collapsed lung, could not sing anymore, and the nerve damage that extended to his left arm, he could not play a guitar. So the dad made a GoFundMe page for this person that suffered a gunshot wound from some crazy nut. And then his own son goes out and does the even worse thing, killing 20 people, innocent people.
Kids.
At a Walmart. Kids. Oh, man. John Crucius does not say so in the posting, but he is a mental health counselor.
See.
The Veterans Administration had referred Keys to Crucius Clinic in Richardson, Texas for help with PTSD, such as an ever-growing number of American civilians suffer after being shot. Keys needs only to hear a doorbell ring and he flashes back into shooting. The gunman was later said by police to believe Keys and sexually assaulted a woman 8 years before. Keys had been arrested for a sexual assault, but the charges have been dropped. Keys only says that his assailant was deranged. So that's crazy. His dad is a counselor
for PTSD.
Mm-hmm. And yet his own son goes out and kills people.
I wonder how his dad feels.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I don't know how I would even be able to live, if my son did something like that. It's crazy. So, yeah, this guy was I don't know if they said it was a white supremacist, but
I think that's what they're saying that it is.
In the manifesto.
Yeah.
Because of the Hispanic invasion.
Yeah. Because I saw somewhere online a picture of, like, I guess, like, he made out the word Trump with his guns. Yeah.
And then they wonder why people are shooting is because our own president is
kind of
not endorsing,
but
like giving
allowing it.
Yeah, not allowing it, but he is saying that, like, oh, like in one of the like press conferences that, or not press conferences, but he had like one of those like the rallies, you know. He's saying, oh, what are we going to do with what do we do with all the immigrants? And then some guy yells out, shoot them. And instead of saying, no, we're not going to shoot them, he goes and says, well, maybe in Florida you can get away with that, but not over here.
Yeah.
But how do you think that? Yeah, he laughs about it. Like, how do you think that's okay? Regardless of what you are, it shouldn't be okay to say something like that.
Yeah.
And then he goes and does a little speech saying, about that, he's heartbroken about the shootings. And then to top it off, he names the wrong city in the interview. Just goes to show you.
People.
Yeah. You might be Italian, Jerry, but you got a little bean in you, so you better watch out, Jerry. There's there's crazy people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so that's that story. The next one is a funny one. A lost Florida motorist. Man, these ads. Lost Florida motorist was smoking weed to get himself ready for the return of Jesus. They have his picture up here. Carlos Guillen didn't even know where he was, according to the police report. Oh, that must have been some good weed.
That angel dust.
That angel dust, Holmes. Man, this guy was so high, he didn't even know where he was in the world. So a man who thought he was in Tampa, which is 140 miles away from police, found him seated in his parked car, told cops he got high to get himself ready because Jesus was returning. Carlos Guillen reported on his open bottle Hennessy on his passenger seat when cops approached him outside an outlet mall awaiting for his second coming. Police alleged the car smelled like booze. When asked for his driver's license, the 23-year-old motorist reportedly handed a police officer a vaping pipe said contained THC. Oh, so he was drunk and he was smoking weed. Not weed, but the vape pens with the e-juice or whatever. That's crazy. So yeah, guys. Unfortunately, the second coming of Jesus didn't come for this guy. Instead, it was the police.
The police was coming.
All right. Next story. It says, woman says she lied about video about spreading HIV. So apparently, a Georgia woman who told police she lied about being HIV positive in a viral Facebook live rant is in which she claimed to have intentionally infected others. That's crazy.
It's a big no-no.
Mm-hmm.
No.
So it said, Brandy Yakima Lassiter met with detectives that showed them results of the September 2018 blood test, indicating she did not have HIV.
I bet you all the partners that she had got real scared.
I know, imagine. She was like, I have HIV, fool! Good luck! Imagine that.
I can't.
That's crazy.
I can't. It's traumatic.
So it says, America's police began investigating after receiving links to last week's video that showed Lassiter naming men she claimed to have infected along with their wives and girlfriends. She stated she was angry at the people named in the video when she posted it.
Maybe she's not joking.
Maybe.
Maybe she gave him a result of a blood test before she got the HIV.
Maybe. You see that during the interview, the investigators Tuesday, Lassiter also agreed to take new blood tests.
New. Okay.
To prove her HIV status. Police are awaiting results of the test and deciding whether she should face charges. That's pretty stupid. Don't be going around saying that. I mean...
Because it's illegal.
It's illegal.
It's illegal.
And you can go to prison for a long time. Because that's a very big no-no.
I mean, and that just doesn't go with HIV, but it goes with any STD.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say, oh, well, I have this and I gave it to you, so deal with it, just because you're angry.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, guys, if you have been sleeping with this woman, I'd say you go check yourself out. You never know. And stop telling people that you're giving them HIV or any type of thing.
Just because you're mad. I mean, not just because you're mad at them, but for any reason.
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't fake your status like that. Like, who does that? That's very, very, like, high school.
Yep.
I mean, that's terrible that she was that angry.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think that's going to wrap it up. We've already gone 30 minutes. Well, I think it's 30 minutes. We gave you, 5 stories today? Some funny, some tragic, some incredible. Machete. I don't know how long we lost Jerry there, but we lost Jerry for a little bit, but it's okay. We'll have the audio here. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. Anything else to add, Jerry? No? Don't forget to subscribe, guys. We're still trying to get our podcast up into iTunes. I don't know when we're going to do that, but for now, it's a Ucast or a podcast. So, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. I'm pretty tired right now.
I've yawned at least like 15 times throughout this whole podcast. I'm so sorry, guys. I feel bad, but
yeah. Well, to be fair, it's 11 p.m. You've been working all day, and now, at least tomorrow, you're off, right? Yeah. All right, guys.
I am, but not really. But hey.
Yeah, but you're off though. You can sleep in, sort of. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next podcast. Hopefully Wednesday. Oh, today is Wednesday. Saturday night. It'll be up Sunday morning. So, yeah, we'll catch you guys on the next one, guys. Subscribe, like. Peace!
I'm thirsty.
Thirsty Thursday! Oh, wait, that's